So, welcome to Support Desk. My name is Allie, and I will be running Support Desk today. A few housekeeping things before we get started. Everybody, as you're coming in, hello, I see everybody coming in. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Laura. Hi, Mandy. So, as you're coming in, know that we're going to, I'll give you the ability to unmute and turn your cameras on in a moment. And with that, if you raise your hand, if you have a question, put your hand up. There's a little heart down at the bottom of your Zoom screen. And if you scroll through the list, there's an option to raise your hand. And I will call on you in order of your hand being raised if I can keep track of that. So I ask the community to kind of keep an eye on that for me too, a little, because it's hard to keep track. Sometimes people get bumped on accident. And once you do that, those who have their cameras on and their microphones on will be answered first. We are streaming this live into the Facebook group, so people are watching. So you need to know that if you do come on camera, if you do speak, you will be streamed to the Facebook group, and this video will be posted to the YouTube channel. So that is your choice. We will start answering questions with people with cameras and their microphones on, and then people with microphones only next, and then the chat after that. Okay, so that's how our process goes. And then let me go in here and turn on, I believe, y'all's ability to chat. Let's see. I don't know. Can you turn on your abilities? You have the ability to turn your stuff on. It's not turned off. Okay. So I guess then the first person who has their hand up is Maggie. So if you can you unmute? Can you turn? Oh, yes, you can turn your camera on. Can you unmute your mic? Okay, good. Because sometimes I can't. Oh, your microphone is muted. Oh, let's see. Ask to unmute, and then maybe you can.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yay, I can. Okay. We've
All right,
officially
great.
started for
Thank
Support
you.
Desk. Hi,
Thank you.
hi,
Thank you.
Dan. Nice to see you.
Oh, this is great. Okay. Um, Real quick first, I am totally confused on the times. I'm on Eastern time and I'm constantly missing these. Not so much this
Mm.
to give that hour. Are you in the States? Or are you
Yeah,
in?
I'm in Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Florida. So
Okay, so all right.
I'm the same time as you. So it's
Okay,
11 a.m. for me, and
right.
it's currently 4 p.m. In the
The UK.
UK in their
Okay.
GMT or G, I can't remember which
Yes.
time zone they're in, but yeah. So it's interesting to keep track of the time zones.
Okay.
There is, if you put your email in the chat for me, you can Google time converter, really.
See, I did.
And you can bookmark one and you can test it, when you're not sure. That's what I would do because that's what I do.
Because I signed up for that 3-day workshop that was earlier in the week, and it was supposed to be 2 p.m. their time. I put it in one of those converters and it said 9 a.m., but then I never, anyway, that's beside the point.
I
Okay.
think it's I can't remember. Yeah, it should be accurate if you're doing it online in a fresh thing, because our time zone just changed. Theirs hasn't changed yet,
Okay.
UK or the EU. I don't know. They have their time does change as well, but at a different time than us. So sometimes we're 4 hours apart, sometimes we're 5 hours apart. So you
Okay.
do have to kind of check it. And it might have been that one of those things, because we just had a time change here in the US.
Right.
It might have been that situation for you. So,
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to figure that out. Well,
okay.
my question actually is I have MailerLite currently, and I just recently started Zenler, and I want to move my email, and I don't have a clue of how to go about moving email, or how do you get started with the email in Zenler? Or if there's a tutorial or something, I'm just,
Oh, sure. There's definitely tutorials. So you want to know, are you asking how to transfer your email list from one to the other? Is that
yes.
what
And
you
then,
want to do? Yeah.
yes. And then eventually I want to move like my email, my newsletters that I do weekly over so
Mm-hmm.
I can start putting those like evergreen into Zenler.
Okay. So I'll share my screen real quick. There are tutorials for it. I'm not an expert at, going through the process.
Okay.
But there are tutorials for it. And as a matter of fact, in last week's support desk, if you go to the YouTube channel, I believe it was last week's, David actually went through it,
Oh,
the process on support desk, and they're time stamped. So if you look at the timestamps, he did
mhm.
an actual walkthrough of it either this last week or the week before, within the last two sessions. And all you have to do is look at those timestamps. It's definitely in there.
And one
Um,
of the live support ones or just a training?
yeah, the support desk, the live support
Yeah.
desk. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it was last week that he went through that process.
Okay.
But basically, you have to download it. You have to export the email list from MailerLite into
Okay.
a CSV file or a spreadsheet like Google Sheets or whatever. Now, there's a process for uploading it into Zenler, but that process requires the spreadsheet um, headlines, headers, whatever you're calling them. I'm losing my words, but the column titles have to match what's in Zenler. So it has to be Zenler's titles that list is exported into. Okay. And then uploaded so that it all lines up right. Okay. So that is what it is. I can't walk you through that process right now, but I will give you the show you where you can find the
That would be
tutorial.
great.
So I'm going to share my screen. Share. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Okay, so this is the YouTube channel, and the support desk sessions are in a playlist, so you can find them here and there in order of date.
Okay.
On in support. Leads. Okay, so this is one of the tutorials. I will pop this link into the chat for you.
Okay.
So you got to import, you got to export from the other, you got to import here. So you can, oh, there's the chat. It moved on me. Um, so you can pull this up, and if you scroll through, all the instructions are there.
Okay.
Um, and again, if you look at the timestamps on the support desk replays,
Mhm.
there is a walkthrough of exactly how to do it.
Okay. Perfect. All
Okay.
right. I'll go through that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome. Let's see, who do we have next? Stop sharing. Where did I? There we go. Okay. Let's see. It's Jody, I think, is next. I don't know if Jody or Dan was first, but let's see. Go ahead and turn your. I'll ask to unmute and
Hello.
turn your camera on. Hello.
Okay, I'm back with a domain. I'm still trying to convert my domain in cPanel, and it's just not working. And I wondered if there's a screenshot of what it looks like. Is that something we can talk about again?
What's your domain? Getting your domain.
Yeah, switched from the new Zenler one to my own, a custom domain.
You've gone through the tutorials and it's not working.
Yeah, I've been through support with it and we're like missing each other on I don't know if my C panel is different or why.
Um, I don't know how to do domain. Like I can follow the instructions and I've done it and hooked up my own, but I'm not like I don't know. Like
Okay.
the tutorial should be able to help you. Who's your provider again?
It's well, I have my own hosting company and so here's like there's the screenshot of what it looks like. So see if maybe my C panel looks different, but that's what is happening. It's asking me for that and when I Google it, it's not supposed to be asking me for that.
That okay, yeah, I don't know. So
Okay.
yeah, it's definitely going to be something that you'll need to contact support about because this is your own hosting company. So I have no idea. Like our
Well,
tutorials we
it's
have through like Namecheap and like we have some of the common ones so you can kind of see how it works. Having your own, I'm not sure what other
well, what I mean
nuances there
my
might
own,
be.
it's called Verve Hosting. So it's just not one that everybody's heard of, but I've had it for 20 years. I've added other names all the time for my other courses. It's just not working for this one. So
It's
I'll
just
try.
not. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
I've done
that's
it many
definitely
times
a support.
before.
Yeah. So see, like you have way more experience with that than I do. So that would
Okay.
definitely be, if it's not working and you've done this before with the same hosting,
Yeah.
then it's definitely something to ask support. Something's off in the system then for sure.
Okay.
So,
Is there a way to get to the support besides chat? Because I sometimes I can't find it. Once I've initiated a conversation with them, I lose the conversation. Is there a way to get it besides
um,
the chat window?
uh, the chat window. Oh, you mean inside Zenler? Yeah, you can email
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, email support@zenler.com.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat. Did I spell it right? Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I gotta make
Thank you.
my computer and reading that like I sometimes I have to do this, so excuse me with my old eyes.
I'm the same. All right.
Uh,
Thank you very much.
you're very welcome. Good luck. I hope you're
Thanks.
able to figure out what it is. Okay, let's see. Dan. And let's see. You have to unmute. There you go.
Hi, I have a new mic. So if you could just quickly tell me if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Yes.
And then I've gone, oh, there, I went completely dark in front of my
I
fireplace.
know you. I did see you went a little dark. I was like, oh, he's got lighting in there.
Okay, so this is another one of those big picture. What's your sage advice things? I'm deep into working on my terms of service. I have three product services, right? I've mentioned this before. I have one-on-one tutoring. I have
Mhm.
small group moderated conversation club. And then I have a self-study course, which is 6 to 8 units, and it looks exactly like Coursera, sort of thing. And I'm really struggling with this concept of the refund. Now, for a session, a one-on-one session, or a small group that somebody gets into as a subscriber, I mean, unless I show up in a clown suit singing Taylor Swift songs, they can't expect a refund, I mean, they may quit on me because I suck, but they can't expect me to pay them back for a live session. But with the self-study course, people say 30-day money back guarantee. So there's kind of one school of thought where, well, yes, if you complete a substantial number of units, yes, if. So people don't go ahead for a month, take the course, and then say, give me my money back. I don't know how many people do that. Probably not a gigantic amount. Then there's another sort of mindset, which is closer to mine, which is unhappy customer. If they need their money, do that. I don't want unhappy people. I don't want them posting terrible things online. So, there's the two poles again. And I just,
Right.
Allie or even anyone else jumps in. I mean, what should I be thinking about? What do you think is the smart middle road, if there is such a thing?
If there is such a thing. Well, a lot of people have very different opinions on how to decide whether or not to offer refunds.
Mhm.
And so some people, like, I guess you have to decide for yourself how you want that to be. There are some people that are very strict. They do not do refunds on anything ever. And they make that very clear in their copy, their sales pages. Even I know people that have blog content and content on their website that let people know that this is their way of doing business. And the reason is because they know and they are confident in what they're delivering. They're delivering exactly what they are saying they're delivering. And if
Mm.
you don't get value from it, it's because you're not making an effort to get the value out of it. And that's
Yeah.
a you problem, not a me problem. And so they don't look at it as being a terrible person. They explain it in the terms that they mean it in.
Mhm.
And they're very strict in holding that true. Now, I know plenty of people who they have good relationships with their customers. If one of them calls and says, "Hey, I bought this bad thing happened in my life and I can't take the course right now." I've seen and know of a lot of people that have given refunds anyway, even though it's on their thing that they don't. They make exceptions based on personal things that might be happening, and that's okay too. So
Yeah.
that is just one of those things that you're going to have to decide for yourself, as everybody does, how they want to handle that. And and feel just, pick your lane and lean into it. Just, be like, this is why, and
Yeah.
explain it to people so that you don't have to worry about them misinterpreting it and like, oh, now I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset thing too, because
Yeah.
somebody like me, I've taught and done plenty of teaching, and I have a feeling I'm pretty good at it, but I've never created a course or done any of this. So there's a little bit of insecurity that says, well, early on, I want it to be low friction. I want to keep the bar low and get people in to do this. But on the other hand, like you
Well,
say,
Dan, here's the thing.
you
It may
undervalue
be your
yourself, other
first
people will.
time. It may be your first time putting together a course, but it's not your first time with that course content,
Oh,
right? That
yeah.
content is, that backwards and forwards. And so
Mhm.
it's not the course part that you're confident in with the no money back. It's the content, the your knowledge, your experience, the years that you've done that. That
Mhm.
is 100% guaranteed to be what you say it is. Now, the course might be clunky to get through because maybe you haven't laid it out just right, but you're not selling people this great layout and how this. You're selling them what it is your knowledge is. You're selling them that.
Yeah.
So, yes, reframe that mindset, because even no matter whose first course it is, if you know this, if you have this experience, if you've been a chef for 20 years and now you're teaching people how to cook online, yeah, be nervous that you're doing this new thing, but still have the confidence in your ability as a chef to provide that education to people. So
Yeah, what you
absolutely.
say about the content, that is very, that's very important. Maybe, like you say, it won't be the perfect, smooth course because there's some things I want to do that say you can get on Coursera that we can't do yet on Zenler. And it may not be frictionless at every step, but yeah, the material is important and refined. And so the other question becomes with one-on-ones and small group classes. I kind of have an experienced guy in Canada who gives me this idea that you're flipping these experiences, these courses. In education, you have that flipped concept. They have to do things to prepare for us to do high level work. I'm not there to tutor vocabulary like they were beginners, right? So he said,
Right.
you get into this situation where people don't do the homeworks and such. It's not homework, it's prepare for our work on this upper level stuff. Come prepared.
Right.
Now, that's the kind of thing you want to put in terms of service. He fires students. He literally fires them. He says, I don't think I'm the teacher for you. This isn't going to work. You're not going to learn, and I'm going to feel bad about it. And he's very transparent about it.
Yes,
And I kind of
and
wonder
when
what
it
you think
comes,
about that.
yes, and I know a lot of people that will do that too, and part of the way that some people draw that line is by the price they charge. Like
Mm,
they're charging high dollar
yeah.
because the person paying that, they're not going to not do the work, and they don't want
Mm,
to deal with people that don't want to do the work. When you have lower price points, you sometimes will then, and I'm not saying higher ticket people are 100% always going to do the work, as they ain't gonna either, but it kind of weeds a lot of it out for you really in your day to day. So some people use that as a strategy.
yeah.
However, that can be part of your terms of service when you talk about refunds. So let's talk about how you can say to a person, yes, you're fired as my client, and here's your refund.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're not doing the work. You take this, take your money back,
Hmm.
go maybe refer them to another person who does the entry level stuff or whatever. Go
Hmm.
learn that. And if you're still wanting to learn, once you've got that down, then come back to me and I'll teach you
Yeah.
and give them that refund. So that can be part of a process too. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I've had two experienced people say, if you're giving high level work, charge a high level price, and you should wait until you have the students you want and need, not just the students you can get. And if it's a really, I'm glad you reminded me of that because they said the same thing. If they're not going to pay $50 for a 90-minute session, let's say, that means, well, they're kind of not serious, right? They're not ready.
Exactly.
Okay, this is useful, and I think I just, like you say, have to decide and go with it. And if it doesn't work,
Mhm.
you change
Yeah.
the text
And
on
you
the
know
page.
what? Hey, everything can say, subject to change. You
Yeah.
know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
as you're implementing things, and you should be doing that in all aspects of your business, with your site, with your courses, with your content, like
Hmm.
constantly evaluating. Like,
Hmm.
don't let perfection keep you from moving forward. Put it out there and tweak,
I have a
make
bit of a
adjustments.
problem with that. Yeah, I do. I like a lot of people. Especially coming out of
As a
journalism.
teacher and an
Well, as a
educator and a
journalist for decades,
journalist,
like
yeah.
you get one thing wrong. Not these days, because now you can just make it up. But when I was doing it,
Yeah.
if you got a fact wrong, oh my God, there was a time I submitted my resignation. I was like, I can't live this down with it. So there's this
Yeah.
mindset of perfection, but it's
Yeah.
impossible. I don't know how to host a damn live
Yeah.
course. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
No,
thank you.
you're very welcome. Thanks for coming in, Dan. It's good to see you. Okay, I think it was Dawn who was next. That's who I see next in my row. I don't know if that's the correct order, but I think it is. If anybody disagrees, you can flag me down. So I'm gonna click on Dawn, ask to unmute. There we go.
Hello, how are you?
Good, Dawn. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Getting there, getting there. Um, my question is about my website again. I'm still just trying to process all this information so I understand. It's had a bit of a brainwave. I've my website at the moment in Zenler, it's for positive pause, zenler.com. So does that mean that's not my own domain website, or is it because should it have Zenler in it, or shouldn't it have Zenler in it?
That's
First of
Zenler.
all,
When you sign up for Zenler, your domain becomes whatever you named your site, .newzenler.com. That's your site. It's always going to be your site. Now, if you put in a custom domain, it changes it to that. And then it should
Oh, so
always
that's called a
be
custom domain.
right. If you buy a domain and then hook it up and connect it, which there's tutorials for, go to support custom domain, and it'll come right up. Um, and then that will be your site name. But it's
But
New
it has
Zenler is
got my
basically
domain.
hosting.
Right, so but it has got my domain is Dawn my domain is fourpositivepause.co.uk, and I've got
Okay.
and I've got .com and I've got .uk. I bought the three of them.
Okay.
Um so I'm trying to navigate it's not that's not a huge thing, but I mean, so if it's got Zenler in it, it's not custom quite enough custom domain. Is that correct?
Right here. I'm going to share my screen with you and I will show you where you can check that. Okay. So let's see. Go here, go share. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Let's go. Move this. Okay. Go here. Okay. So this is a site. Okay.
Yeah.
Test site. So if we go to site details, right next to that is custom domain. If you have a custom domain there, then that's what your site should be, right? Otherwise, I just called this site when I set it up as a demo site, the shed. So the address to this when I'm here is theshed.newzenler.com, and then slash whatever backend area I'm in. So if you go to this area on your site, you will see whether or not you have your custom domain set up. If you don't, then you
I
can
do.
go to, you do have it?
Yeah, but
Okay. Well,
I
your
didn't know if it
original,
should be. Sorry, there's a delay.
yeah, it could be, you do have the shed or whatever your site.newzenler.com does exist, right? If you disconnect your domain from the Zenler site, then it becomes, that.newzenler.com again.
Right, but my site at the moment is for positive pause zenler.com. It's got my domain name for positive pause and it's got Zenler in it.
Is
I'm
that
only
what your cus is that what your custom domain is?
well, presume yes, it says for positive pause, and that is my domain. But I didn't know, should it or shouldn't it have Zenler in it? Because I've seen some without it, but maybe that wasn't a Zenler site. It's a Zenler course. I've gone onto Zenler websites and they haven't got Zenler in their domain name. So the question is,
Um,
should I or shouldn't I have Zenler in my so my domain is set up for positive pause and it's got Zenler in it. I've seen other sites that have got a domain name without Zenler in it, and I didn't know whether it should or shouldn't have Zenler in it. Like, why
okay,
do some?
so I'm a little confused actually. So I just want to be clear. Right here
Right,
where it says custom domain on your site.
I can't go in and look at my screen at the moment because
Oh,
there's a delay. There's already a delay, and if I start opening up my screens, there'll be a bigger delay. But what I'm saying
okay.
is,
I
from
want to
my
know the
understand,
exact words that are in this part of your screen, in this part of your site, the exact site name.
okay. So I will have a look. But if my custom domain in where you are at now on your screen says, hang on a second. If it says for dash positive dash pause dot newzenler.com, should I be going in and taking out the dot newzenler part?
Yeah, if it says that in there, that's not a custom domain. You haven't set up a custom domain. You just put the Zenler domain in your custom domain spot.
But it's got 4 positive paws, and that's my domain name.
What does
All
what's
right.
the
Do you want to answer
exact word?
another question and maybe
Yeah,
come
because
back
I
to me
need,
and let
if
me
it
have?
says .newzenler.com, then that is not a custom domain.
But it says four
So
positive paws.
it doesn't matter if it has New Zenler in it, that is not a custom domain. If it says
That was
four
my
positive pause,
that's my question. That's my
right.
question. So
If it says
as
four
it's
positive pause and New Zenler in the same domain name, in the same line, then
yeah,
that is not a custom domain.
right, that's answered my question, one of my questions
Okay.
around this website. So basically,
Okay.
but my thoughts were, so I've got a website, but I haven't got a custom domain website. Is that right?
Your Zenler site is not a domain or a custom domain. Your Zenler
But it's a
site is a,
website, isn't it?
right, it's a Zenler site, right?
Yeah, I can I just so just this is why I'm getting so muddled with all this, and I'm not even managing to progress one step forward. So my under each time I think I've understood it, and then it unravels again. So I understood from the conversation last week with David. I have got a website because I'm in Zenler Pro. I've got
Right.
a key.
It's the Zenler platform has a website address. Yes.
Great. So I have got a website.
Right.
It's a
Website
Zen.
course.
It's a
Right.
Zenler website. So I'm in the process of moving my host and ditching them and creating a. So does that mean I'll have two websites, or can I not adapt the website that I've got? I can custom domain it. So there's the domain. Number one is the domain, so I can sort the domain out. But I've been creating a website as a page. But should I? I'm sorry, is someone else speaking? I
What's I,
can,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to like this is here. Hold on. Let me stop sharing and find my. There we go. Okay, there we go. Um, Unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do is if you put your email in the chat for me, I will email you. I will try to explain how Zenler works in comparison to like being a domain or a custom domain, because the domain itself is just a domain that you own this name, basically. Of you own this name and nobody else can use it. That name can be attached to any website. So you can attach it to Zenler
I
and that
understand.
becomes it.
I think
Okay.
I've, right. Let me clarify because I think we're going down rabbit holes. I'm not concerned about domain names. I
Okay.
just wanted to clarify that as it's got Zenler in my domain, it's not a custom domain. And
Correct. It's not a custom domain.
that's 100% fine.
Yep.
I'm trying to build a website in Zenler, and I think because I'm outside of Zenler, I'm a new Zenler person, and when I speak to people who are Zenler experts, I don't think I'm making sense, and I struggle to have a conversation about what I need. So basically, all I'm trying to do is I'm going to ditch my host, and I want Zenler to host my website instead of the host I've got now. And I've
We don't host domains, okay? So that's not what we are. We're not a domain platform, so we cannot do that. So when you ditch your host, you need to find another host for the domain, okay? The domain is not a website, it's just a name, okay?
No,
It's just a name.
I know the
So you
domain
need,
isn't a website.
we don't host domains. We
No,
don't
but
do that.
I thought David said that I didn't need my host and I could have my website from
Yes,
Zenler.
you can have a Zenler site and it's Zenler. If you want a custom name on your Zenler site, You have to buy that custom domain name and attach it to your Zenler site.
I just want to park domains up for a second because I'm talking about a website. I don't want to take up
Okay,
any.
well, then you don't need anything. You already have a Zenler website and you can put whatever you want on it.
It's all right. Don't worry. I'll come back because this isn't. I'm getting in a pickle here. This isn't answering my question at all. I need to know. I want a tight timeline to create a website
So do you
using
have
in.
access to log into Zenler? And it
Yeah,
says it's for positivepause.newzenler.com or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
That's your website.
I know, but
You build it.
it's not right. It's like my website's got my services and it's got
Right,
my.
you have to build all of that out on your website.
But that's
You
what I'm
have to
trying to
do
ask a question about.
what kind of question? What are you trying to build?
Well, my question was the current where my course is sitting, which is in the Zenler website, for want of a better expression. Yeah, so I'm in Zenler. I've got my course in Zenler, and my home pages are all about my course. And I've been building my website in a new page so that it's something I can play around with. So I can add a title, I can play around with it until it's ready. Am I duplicating? Should I not just be using the landing page, the home page I've already got, and put in extra information on there?
Um, you can use a landing page, you can use a funnel, you can build however
I don't
many
want to talk
pages
about. I
you
definitely don't want to discuss fun and nothing to do with funnels. I just want someone that goes find a behaviorist. They come onto my website and they say, "Oh, I can use Dawn for one-to-one. She's got a
yeah,
course, and I can do
you
this."
go, you just build, if you build a page in Zenler, okay, anything you're building in here, let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Okay, so when you're building your site, your pages are all right here. These are all the main pages of your Zenler site that already exist for you. Okay, you don't have to create them, you don't have to do anything. This is your home page. Okay, this is the courses page, policy page. You have all of this already there. And you would just come in to the little edit icon.
yeah. I think what I'm going to have to do. It's my fault. I apologise. I'm not asking this question properly because I know about the pages and I know about the blocks and I know about those and I'm building it and I'm not asking my question clearly, which is making it difficult. So I'll hand over to someone else's question and then I'll think about how I
Okay.
can position my question because it's my fault.
Okay.
I'm not asking it properly. I know what I want to ask
Okay.
you, but I'm not phrasing it properly.
Okay.
But thank you.
Okay. Okay. So who do we have next? Let me make sure. Is this working? Okay. All right. Let's see. Lyric. There we go.
Hey, thank you.
Hi.
Question is, I want to have a subscription and I like a year-long monthly payment subscription, kind of like a membership. They'll have a course attached with it. Can I charge $1 for the first month and then regular price for the rest of the time? I've been looking through videos and I saw that I can set up a custom payment plan, but that's where I got stuck.
Yeah, there's some, I believe, yeah, you can. I'll show you. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I do know that, yeah, you can do You can set up a paid trial, a free trial.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
then,
want.
yeah, and then it kicks in, the full price kicks in after said thing. So yes, that is totally possible. And let's see if we go into a course and go into the price section. Let's
Mhm.
see. This is free, so let
Right?
me, I don't know. Let's see. Let's
Add new
add a plan.
plan,
Yeah, why not? Let's see. Um,
subscription,
yeah, that's
or
what you
one-time
want.
purchase.
Yeah, you're gonna do a subscription one, right?
Uh-huh.
So
I would like to have subscription and then the option.
I'm sorry, this is a demo site. I'm not even connected to a payment thing on here because I just set this demo site up for you and I didn't
I
connect
could
them.
share my screen and you
Yes,
can.
let's do that. I'm gonna stop sharing so
Okay,
that you
let
can
me
share.
make sure I've got it pulled up the right place.
Yes.
Da, 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 da. Sorry, I should have had this. I had plenty of time to get this pulled up before I did it.
Well, I
Okay,
also,
here we
you
go.
know,
Share, send request.
oh, let's see. I don't see, let's see, advanced sharing options. Let me see. Okay, I will. So let's see. That should
There we go.
hopefully, there we go.
Got
Okay,
it.
good.
Okay, so this is what I'm messing around with. I go to pricing, add new plan, subscription, next. Okay, so in billing, I can set up custom.
No, I don't do that.
Okay, monthly.
Just, yep, turn on, put your price up there.
Okay, let's just say it's $49 a month.
Yeah. Um,
Okay,
now there's a button now down at the the first one,
trial
it says
days,
set trial days, right?
30.
So, mhm.
Okay,
Let's see. Let's
I've done
All right,
tiers
that's
before. That's a different
yeah, it's
thing.
not tiers, so maybe it's not on the subscription. I don't know. I know you can do paid trials, trial for $1. And if I was in there, I could click around and get it. Put your email in there. I know I've done it. I know I have.
Yeah,
So
I've seen a thing that says you can do
yeah,
it.
I know
I
it's
haven't been
there
able to
somewhere.
figure out how. I've clicked all the buttons too.
When I get to, I'll do it from my site where I know I have the payment hooked up, but I will find it. I will say, I'm on a mission, ladies. Like, I'm gonna find
Awesome.
it.
All right, I put my email in there so that you can capture
Okay,
it. And thank
perfect.
you for your time.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you.
And
It's good to see.
Roxanne was next.
Okay, Roxanne. There you go.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I just jumped on. I'm having a devil of a time with communities.
Okay.
So let me see if I can formulate my question. So initially when I set up, I went to communities and it says go to communities. I clicked on that and then it had start here community, and then it had all my courses communities listed below that. What is the purpose of the start here community? First off,
I don't, you set that up.
I did?
Somebody did. Here, let me share. I'll share my
I don't
screen.
remember. I don't
We'll
remember
go
doing
because
that.
here, we'll look. Yeah, we'll look.
I might have.
Yeah, somebody, yeah, That's somebody did because
Okay.
communities don't have anything. Here, let me get my face out of the way. Okay. Let's see. Communities. Woohoo.
Yep.
So like I just have one public, I just have a go-to community. Oh, do I have one set up on this? I think so. Yeah, I do. Yay. Shed shenanigans is what I called it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
start here is just that's the community
For that course?
for this community. That's like it's saying start here.
Yeah.
Um, like that's your feed. That's like your feed,
I understand
right?
that, but I also have all my courses listed below. So what I did was
Oh, okay. Because you have in your courses, you have do you have
community.
comments? No, do you have not just
Yes, I have
communities?
comments turned on. Yes.
The comments is why the list of courses is there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I
If
have
they turn
inline.
off commenting, the list
Okay.
of courses won't be there, just the name of the community attached to that course. You could have 10 courses in one community, it'll just be one community. But once you start adding in discussion, even people that aren't part of a community will be able to click on community. And if they're part of a course that has chats, even if the course doesn't have a community, that course name, that chat will still be here.
Okay. You lost me a little bit. So
Just
let me
meaning
back
like,
up. Let me back up. So in
okay,
each course, I have enabled inline discussions
yes.
because I think that is fantastic.
And they will all of those courses with the inline discussions, all of those will show up here in community.
Okay, but not the public community, just the private communities for each course. Am I right?
The people who can access them, and nobody can access them that's not supposed to.
Okay. Okay.
Your settings still apply. I'm just letting you know the reason all the courses are listed there that way is if you turn off inline discussion, your community will look very different to you and to
Okay.
anybody who's part of all of those discussions. It will look very different to them because
Okay.
that list will change.
Okay. Now, the other part two of my question in communities is I'm not getting email. I'm not always getting notified when somebody replies to a post or posts on a new post. I went in just on a whim to look at communities because I wanted to do um, a post, and I saw a post from 6 days ago that I didn't even know about. So
Um,
I've got everything toggled
okay.
on all my settings that I'm getting email.
Okay.
Yes, I want email notifications. Yes, I want to be
Okay.
notified. All of that is toggled on.
Okay.
So I don't understand why I'm not getting notified by email.
Okay, so there's a couple of things you can do to troubleshoot this yourself.
Okay.
First, check your email for the notifications. Go to the spam folder and see if for whatever reason that particular notification went to spam. There could be some weird wording in it for some reason that made that notification go to spam, right? It could just be
Okay.
a weird trigger that sent it there. So check there.
Okay.
If that's not happening, if you're that there's no email in your inbox, the other some notifications come through, some don't, is what you're saying, right? So
Yeah.
if it's all set to the correct email, there it's not in the inbox and there's not in the spam, then you need to email support@zenler.com
Okay.
and you need to send them that. You need to say, I get this, and this. I didn't get this notification. I didn't
Okay.
get this one. And they're going to have to troubleshoot that because if it's not just a weird glitch on the email side of spamming some of them, then
Okay.
there's a technical issue that I'm unable to help with.
Okay. I should also mention that I am on Safari and I like Safari and I'm not going to go to the other one that you recommend for
Oh,
various
that's
reasons.
fine. Like I mean, I have no, like I am you do you. I'm
Okay.
not, you work with support on whatever issues there are. Hopefully you can solve them.
Okay.
Otherwise, honestly, what I would do in that case when you can't rely on technology, and it's a pain in the butt to do it for sure, but you just kind of set yourself a schedule of, every morning you're going to check the community feed. Like we kind of do that with our social media, right? We open up our app, we check Facebook notifications or whatever. And so basically for you, just get in the habit of going into your Zenler community. If it's an active place, if it's a place you want to be active, the same way we log in and check our Facebook, then log in and check the community. Log in and post in the community, reply to stuff in the community,
Okay.
and make that your engaged space,
I will do that. However, in my previous platform, every time anybody notified or posted within a course, I got an email right away, and it was really
Okay.
easy to reply. So
Reply.
if that
Do
is
you
not,
have the Zenler app?
no, I don't want to do it on my phone. I'll do a lot of my stuff on my laptop.
Yeah. I just mean for community, you
Yeah.
could use it just for community and set notifications. And every time someone comments,
Okay.
you'll get,
All right.
you can look at that and test that out. And then you can just comment and reply. You don't have to try to work from your phone on your site or on things, but you can respond to comments and do stuff like that from your phone, and you'll get that notification there too.
Okay.
And that might be more reliable for whatever reason. I don't, I'm not gonna.
Well, I would just say that on who's ever doing the developing on your end, that's an area that needs some work. Because I've
Okay.
read some of the comments and I'm not the only one saying this. So I don't mean to complain, but I think it's
No, I mean,
an area
I
that
get
needs
it. It's
improvement.
like, listen, we appreciate any kind of constructive feedback is always welcome from our
Hmm.
members. We need that. We need you to tell
Hmm.
us what's going on and what that experience is.
Hmm.
So we always appreciate that feedback
Okay.
from everybody. So,
Well, thank you for
um,
those suggestions, and I think we can move on.
okay,
And
thank you,
I will try.
Roxanne.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see. What do we have next is Ashley. Let me unmute you. There you
Good
go.
afternoon, Ali. How are you?
Good. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
never met you, so yeah, hi.
Lovely to meet you.
Um, so I put my question in the chat so that I didn't forget, and
Oh,
I've also got another one as well. Um,
okay. Let's
and
see.
now I can't find it in the chat.
Let's see.
That's typical.
Uh,
Anyway,
yeah.
I know what I need to ask.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
I did a course. All right, I loaded it all up onto Zenler, and that's fine. And so what I've been doing this summer is re-recording it all, and I'm building a brand new course. It's exactly the same, but it's much neater. I've got an amazing video editor, so the videos are more fun. And I'm putting a few more resources. What I'm doing is using the transcript from the video and getting ChatGPT to help me build extra resources. So it's coming up with ideas of what to put in and that. So absolutely,
That's fun. I love that. That's a
yeah, no,
great use.
it's really good. I'm really proud of it.
Good
Um,
job.
I'm sort of like thinking I could do with a guinea pig or two, and I've got a few people. And I just wondered if there's any, rather than wait until it's all built, I thought I'd get a guinea pig to jump on now. So I need to publish the course and put I don't know, £1,000 price on it so nobody buys it. And then give whoever is a guinea pig, give them £1,000 discount. Is that the best way to go about doing this? No. Okay.
No. No. Here. I'll share my screen. Hopefully that's not the best way. Because I know I've done that. I'm pretty sure if you want to do that,
Because if someone's actually having a play with it as we go, and she finds a mistake with it, or he finds a mistake with it, I can go in and rectify it before I start selling it. Does that make sense?
yes, but there's a setting. If I don't even know how to get out of here. Let's see. Please, there we go. Okay. So on your course details, right? All you have to do is click this button. It says make the course secret,
Okay.
okay? And click update. It will not show up anywhere on your Zenler site, but you still have the course link. You can copy and send to whoever your guinea pig is.
And they wouldn't need to
And
pay
they
then.
will, right, you can set it the price. I mean, you can still protect it and go through that. That's an extra layer of security for sure. But if you click make secret, then it will not show up on your Zenler site for anybody to register for.
Okay.
Right? It will not pull into anything. It stays secret. You can attach a price to it to protect it if you'd like, but if you do it this way, you can make it free for now and send the link to the people you want to be your guinea pigs.
Awesome. That's a great answer. Okay. So while I was doing this, I thought, oh, I'll do a quiz. So I loaded
No,
it.
why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Loaded it all up, and I've gone in to do the quiz, and I can't see how I would tell it what the answers are.
Okay. Let's see. Hopefully I can.
Yeah, hopefully, Ali.
I haven't looked at quizzes in a while. We have just met, so I have just come back from, I don't know, I guess maybe a sabbatical. I don't know what you call it. But I've been part of the education team for a few years. I just took a 1 year hiatus. Okay. So
Very nice.
it's been a little while since I've played. So that's what I mean by it's been a while since I've played with the quizzes. Where oh, it's in the course. That's right. Ooh, see? Okay. So let's add a lesson and let's add a quiz. Are you doing graded quizzes?
What does that mean?
Are you grading them? Are they getting a score?
Yeah. Ah, maybe I hadn't done that.
Okay, so that's how you set up a quiz.
Hang on a second. Let's just find the quiz a second.
Yeah, so you come into any part of your course to add a lesson, and quiz is an option in a lesson. So now you click on it, you give it a title. I'll say quiz test since I didn't do it. If you want it graded, yours, let's see. I can't read this. Hold on. Pass the quiz before continuing. So
yeah, I did click on that, but I'm not sure whether I put tick graded. But I've gone on now, so I'm now in a.
A question that I actually
totally different screen.
Yeah. So I don't know I'm not sure what graded means and this percentage, like the percent they need to pass. I don't know or I'm not sure. So I'm just saying that because I don't know. And I'm gonna move forward now. So yeah, here's how you do that. Let's see. Is this the screen you have?
Yeah, but there's nothing there that says which is the right answer.
Right. Okay. So add your question. And then let's see. The options are, I know they're here somewhere. Oh no, let's see. The settings. It's like something ridiculously easy to click on and get into it. I don't know. There we go. Oh. So option 1 is.
There you go. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Tell me. And I know. I was like, I know I can click into this dang thing.
Can I share my screen? Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Here,
I'll show you.
Stop. Here we go. I'll stop. There we go.
Do you see what I've got here?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, the correct answer then is global networking event. So I need to put the green tick there. That's
yes. Yep. Fabulous.
I never found that. Isn't that weird? Thank you. Happy customer.
You are very welcome. Oh, come
That's me
on.
done. Thank you, Ali. Nice to meet
Yes. Very nice to meet you too. Glad that we solved that.
you. Are you on LinkedIn?
I probably was at some point, and I have not been in a very, very long time.
Oh, that's
I've been, but I probably will get back there. I've been not just away from Zenler, I've been away from online everything for about a year. So I just haven't kind of set up all of my profiles or reactivated them yet.
sure. Okay. Well, thanks ever so much for having me.
You're very welcome. Great to see you. Great to meet
Cheerio.
you.
Bye bye now.
Bye. Thank you for everybody who joined us. I do want to just wrap up and say that as I'm getting settled and getting in the flow of being back on support desk, I am going to be putting forward opportunities to vote maybe on some additional support desk hours, because I know this doesn't come for a time that's convenient for everybody. Zenler is a worldwide company, and we have lots of different time zones. As a matter of fact, we were having a time zone conversation at the very start of support desk today. So I want to try to set up some times that's very different from this day and time. So I would love your feedback as a community on if there's any certain times of day that are better for you than others. And that would be great. And with that, I am going to say goodbye and thank you for joining us. Can't wait to see you next time.